Hi everyone. I can't believe it's March already. A couple months is just the first few months of the year is just absolutely flown by. So market updates, I will sound like a broken record. Our numbers are obviously we're competing with the last 2 years that were the COVID years. So the sale numbers look like they're down significantly, but when you erase 2022 and 2021, we're still up a little bit and really on pace with the years from before. Really what's more important in terms of the levels of supply and demand, we're actually sitting at just under 5 months of inventory, which would suggest a slight seller's market. And that's on a macro level, so that's the entire city and all product types and all price ranges. When you zoom right in, the average price point, single family homes, like so anything from 350 to let's say 650 to 700, there's actually a shortage of inventory. So we're starting to see multiple offers, and we're starting to see a lot of buyers compete over properties, and so that's driving the price back up to some pretty decent levels. The condo market still struggles a little bit. The sale numbers, this is where it's actually a little bit of a difference in the supply and demand levels. Typically with supply and demand, we would see more sales, and we would expect to see prices coming up. So we've seen more sales, and we're actually still competing with the COVID years and doing about the same numbers in terms of condo sales. However, we're still seeing the average price slightly come down. What that means to me is likely more of just the shadow inventory. There's a lot of people that hadn't even listed their condos, and they're starting to see some glimpses of hope, so they're listing more. So there's more inventory, and it's the product type. So the average price point is, the average sale price that's being recorded doesn't speak to what you would actually get for a specific condo. I think there's a lot of sales happening in the really, really low end that weren't happening before the previous condos that were conversions, and they're still selling for really low. So of course, if a bunch of those sales for say sub $100,000 are going to sell, it's going to drive the average price down. So I think that's really what's going on there. No sales over $1.5 million yet this year, but from what we can see from boots on the ground, there's actually been a lot of activity, and I suspect in general, condos included, all across the board with acreages, with all product types and all price points. And we have the luxury of having those listings from anywhere from 100,000 all the way up to the 7 million. We've seen a lot of buyer activity. We've seen a lot of people hesitating on pulling the trigger on those higher end and some of the condos and things. But I suspect it's coming because the consumer confidence we've been feeling has actually been really good despite the changes in interest rates. I think people have gotten used to that, and so overall I think we're going to have a pretty positive year. I suspect that, again, that single family and the average price point is going to do exceptionally well this year, and the other product types I think are going to end up doing okay. I think it's going to be a decent year, no big swing in either direction, and so all in all, everything is looking pretty positive. And as I say every month, the Alberta market, I think, is just going to lead the way, and we're seeing more and more evidence of that as the year unfolds. So hope you have a great March, and we'll see you on the next one.